video contains about the application of law of cosine. From the Pythagorean theorem, cosine function as cos defined as the ratio of the adjacent leg to the hypotenuse. The formula of the cosine is cosine A is equal to adjacent over hypotenuse, or B over C. From the application of law of cosine known as the cosine formula or the cos rule is an extension of the Pythagorean theorem or arbitrary triangle. The formula of the law of cosine is c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c, or cosine c is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. The first formula, c squared is equal to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c, we are going to use this if we are going to find the opposite side of the triangle. And the second formula, cosine c is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. We're going to use this if we are going to get or find the angle of the triangle. From the question here, when to use the law of cosine? We're going to use the law of cosine if the third side of a triangle when you know two sides and the angle between them. From the figure here, triangle ABC and opposite side ABC, there are given two sides with a value A is equal to 8 and C is equal to 11. And angle B is equal to 37. As from the statement, you are given two sides and one angle. So, we're going to use the law of cosine in this problem because there are two sides given and one angle. The second is, you can use the law of cosine for the angle of a triangle when you know all three sides. From the figure here, we have a triangle CBA and the opposite side ABC. As we can see, all opposite sides have the value A is equal to 5, B is equal to 7, and C is equal to 8. So, we are going to use the law of cosine because from the statement there, when you know all three sides, there are given three sides, so we're going to get the angle of the triangle. I have a problem here so that you can understand and we can solve the problem about the law of cosine. I have a triangle here, ABC, and the opposite side ABC. And the given are A is equal to 5, B is equal to 10, C equals to 50 degrees. The missing part here is the opposite side. We are going to get the opposite side. If we are going to find the opposite side, the formula we're going to use is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. From the formula there, we are going to copy first the formula so that we can substitute the value of the given. So, the formula is C squared is equal to A squared plus B squared minus 2AB cosine C. C squared. Substitute all the given value. A is equal to 5, but we have to square it. B is equal to 10, square 10, minus 2A. 2A has a value of 5 times B has has a value of 10, and cosine from the given that has a value of 50 degree. From the formula there, we done distributing the value in the formula. So the second step, or the step that we are going to do, is to square first the 5 and the 10. So the square of 5 is 25 plus 10 has a square root of 100. So then minus 2 times 5 times 10 times cosine 50 degree is equal to, then we have to add 25 plus 100 minus 2 times 10 times cosine 50. So that for us to get the answer, we are going to use the calculator. So 25 plus 100 minus 2 times 5 times 10 times cosine of 50 is equal to 60.72. C squared is equal to 60.72. This answer is not done, so we have to get, or we have to square root the 60.72 so that the square root of C will be cancelled. So the square root and the C is cancelled, so it becomes C is equal to square root of 60.72 is 7.79. The side C has a value of 7.79. I have here another problem to solve about the law of cosine. I have here a triangle x, z, y, and the opposite side z, x, y. And the given are z is equal to 8 and y is equal to 10 and x is equal to 5, and the missing is z, the angle z. We have to find the angle c. If all three opposite sides are given, we are going to use the formula cosine c is equal to a squared plus b squared minus c squared over 2ab. So for us to solve it again, we have to distribute the value of it. So the formula is cosine c. Instead of using the letter c or the variable c, we are going to use the x, z, and y. So instead of c, z, it will become z, and a will become z squared plus b will become y minus c will become x squared over 2a or 2zb. So the cosine z is equal to, distribute the value. Z is equal to 8 squared plus y has a value of 10 squared minus x has a value of 5 squared over 2z 8 times 10 for the y. Sorry, this is y because we change b as to y. So it becomes y. So we have to square again the 8 and 10 and 5, then add the answer to, then multiply to the square the to the square of 5. So we have to do it by one or step by step. So 8 squared is equal to 64 plus the square root of 10 is 100 minus the square of 5 is 25. Then we get the square of all. So we have to divide by 2 times 8 times 10. We're going to use the calculator for getting the answer for all of these. So 64 plus 100 minus 25 is equal to 139. Then divide by, then 2 times 8 times 10 is equal to 160. Then is equal to 139 divided by 160, we get 0.86 8.86 8. Then we have to convert the value of that to cosine or shift cosine. So shift cosine is equal to, so we have to try again because it becomes error. 60 is equal to, then then to shift cos is equal to, and then we get the answer 29.68. So be careful on your using the calculator because sometimes it becomes math error or syntax error. So the answer is cos z is equal to 29.68 degree. I have here wrote facts to remember before ending this video. I hear here from the Pythagorean theorem, the formula is a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. This formula is just for only right triangle. And the formula of law of cosine is a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cosine c. This formula is for all the triangle.